The most real horror encounters are those that alter the sound of your voice, such as what happened on a breezy cloudy afternoon, back in August of 1973 to a group of campers from Chicago, who were hiking a remote trail at Mount Denali in Alaska. The leader of the group, suddenly and totally without explanation, stopped in an abrupt halt, in the middle of the rugged trail that followed the dangerous edge of a stony ridge, that fell dramatically away into a precipitous drop of over 1,000 feet, straight down into the cold shadows of a rock-strewn gully. The athletic young man was struck dumb by a mysterious and unseen force. He stood rigidly motionless for a few seconds, then turned to those behind him with a ghoulish blank stare in his watery gray eyes. He then began chanting in the melancholy voice of a dead little girl from Bulgaria named Violeta Fidanka. She had been horrifically slain in the unspeakable carnage that befell the unsuspecting innocent victims, when an enemy bomb exploded, utterly obliterating the village she lived in, during World War II. The disembodied voice of the sad, tragically murdered little girl spoke through the afflicted man's throat, warning the intrepid campers not to hike any further along the perilous trail they were on. The eerie abnormal behavior of their fearless leader was so bizarre that, just to be on the safe side, the campers altered their route to follow a different hiking trail. Nobody knew exactly what was going on, but one thing was certain: they all had a bad feeling about that wilderness excursion. A few days later, when they returned to the resort at the base of the legendary mountain, they heard the ominous news that, on the very day of their disturbing paranormal encounter, a massive avalanche had thundered down the ridge, along which the ill-fated trail they had been warned away from meandered. If they had ignored the dead little girl's ghostly dire warning, they would have all been buried alive, crushed to a bloody pulp beneath the unimaginable suffocating weight of millions of tons of merciless freezing snow. If you are interested in further reading about the most real horror encounters, many such haunting accounts can be found in the book, Bloodstone and Broomcorn, Curse of the Witch, authored by Sean Terrence Best.